elevator video, which, boy, there's a lot of elevator video in the last few years.
Yeah, and this one is also a very serious elevator video of Bow Wow and his girlfriend, or at the time, girlfriend, Leslie. This was them in the elevator at their building. This was moments before the explosive fight that went down at their place that led to them both getting arrested.
And both getting injured.
And we can see in the video, you will see exactly how heated things were. They're on their way home from a party. She says that Bow Wow was jealous that she was talking to another man. And then they get in the elevator to head up to their place, and you can see he's enraged, trying to grab her phone, does grab her phone.
Actually, it looks like a key, Charles.
Is it a key?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's holding her phone in the left hand, and it looks like they're arguing over the key, because remember, they both lived at the same apartment, and that is where they're going in this elevator. So it looks like he's trying to grab that, and eventually he does get it. But of course, that is not the end of this. He actually gets up in her face, as you see right here. Unclear what he's saying, but he looks upset.
I can assure you this is not really about the key. This is way deeper than the key.
No, and the key is a symbol of what's going on. It's probably that, because remember what she says happened. They got into the building, into their place, and he said, "Get your stuff and get out." And she actually did pack up her stuff, but wouldn't leave. And he says that's when things got physical.
It's really interesting because Bow Wow's people, after they were arrested, he said that he was wrongfully arrested, that she was an out-of-control, intoxicated woman. That was the aggressor. And this is moments before, you know, that incident had happened, and it paints a very different story.
To be fair to Bow Wow, there's nothing where he's not physically attacking her here. He is grabbing the key.
But he's getting in her face,
Certainly.
and she does not appear intoxicated.
In this situation, it looks like he is the one losing himself, and she is the one that is showing restraint. And that's being fair to everybody, because I don't know what happened when they left this elevator. However, if you're looking at this situation,
he's the aggressor.
He's in her face.
Yeah. Yes.
And she is the one turning away, not taking the bait, not doing anything, just off this video.
She's not moving.
Right.
She's not moving at all.
Now, we know the injuries.
Even Bow Wow's man is trying to get in the middle of this situation. Whoever this guy right here, you know, with the nice hair, is getting in this situation, trying to make sure this doesn't get worse.
Wow, with the nice hair. That's Becky with the nice hair. That means Solange.
Oh, look at you.
Don't go there.
Connecting.
But yeah, so what happened inside, he says that she threw a lamp at him, but missed him, and you've seen the photos of his face.
Substantial damage to both. They were visible injuries, which is why they were arrested them both for
Police
battery.
said they could see her arm. There were red marks on her arm.
Right. The elevator video.
The elevator definitely is more aggressive on his part. But what happened inside? So I guess at what point? He's certainly amping things up here, but then they walk off the elevator. We don't know what happens inside there. Right.
And ultimately, that's what they're going to have to prove if they really pursue criminal charges. You know, what happened inside? Were there any witnesses? You know,
well, the guy has to be a witness, though. I mean, he was there, obviously.
I don't know how long he stayed. You're right. I mean, he may have been inside. And then again, is he Bow Wow's person? Does he have credibility if he testifies on his behalf?
There were witnesses in there, and I believe because they were in the report, they talked to people who were there. You're right. It's going to depend. Do they work for Bow Wow, or are they just friends?
If they work for Bow Wow, that automatically goes tricky, though, because then it'd be like, okay, well, he works for me, so of course he's going to say that. But by the elevator video, though, you see him amped up, but it's a different situation, though, because she could just be sitting there with a bunch of anger, too. As soon as she lets loose, then it's like, okay, boom.
No, she could be, but the fact is that the only video they've got is that, and that's, listen, if it ends up going to trial, that video is going to be presented by prosecutors against Bow Wow.
To say that he was the aggressor.
And if they do prosecute her for battery, she's going to admit that evidence and say, look, I'm standing there, he's coming in my face.
But he's going to come back and say, here are the photos of my injuries where you can see not only the scratches on my face, but bite marks.
Right, and she'll say it's defensive because he was attacking me, and look at how agitated he was in there.
Burbank, California, this is Troy Rawlings in Burbank. Hey. They say the internet is undefeated, but these elevator videos are undefeated. Bow Wow was selling wolf tickets, and he has no street knowledge. If you arguing with somebody and they looking around you like the calm person in a boxing match, you about to catch it. And from what it seems like, I don't know. Like you said, it looks like she was the one that said, "Okay, I'm gonna wait." But little boy, when you jump, it's going to be a problem. And she looked very calm and looked like she had to get away from the situation. But when it popped off, those wolf tickets didn't help him.
Yeah.
Okay.